As you can maybe see, I've already started doing a little bit of siding on the front side of the building here. A little bit time consuming, but I've worked my way up to that door. That's just about all I can do there for now. But then beside the door is a window. Now, as for the window, I am using, on this building anyway, a Pella builder's grade vinyl window. The one thing that I didn't like is that they're available in white unless you want a special order and pay twice as much for them. So this window will set right here. Rather than using a white window, I wanted the scheme of any of the trim and such on both this and the cabin when I get to restoring that to be red. So something I did is something that is advised against. I went ahead and I painted the frame red. Now, I did a lot of studying on this and watched other YouTube videos and such, and found a Sherwin-Williams industrial grade paint that supposedly works okay with this, so long as you prep the vinyl properly by giving it a light sanding. So I did that, cleaned it up real good, and the paint seems to be well adhered so far. Time will tell. Okay, here we are on the back side. That's the door that I built last weekend. It is now installed. I've got a solar powered light over the top of it, and even though what I really want is a barn style light that'll be red in color, that one is a little bit cheap and cheesy, and it'll do for now. Once I get to wiring the electrical, I'll go ahead and put in a 110 volt light there. And now it's time to test my tape measure reading ability back when I was framing. I believe it's going to fit. Down to just the battens left now on this section. The door trim I can't put in until after the door has been built and door frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to screw the couple of battens that are above the door, make them a little bit too long, and then cut them off later when it comes time to put in the door, possibly on the next trip. And now, to give a rustic looking old barn just a touch of class, let's give it a barn light. A cold front blew through last night and it was downright chilly this morning, so I decided that Gabby and I, we'd go into town and get some running around done. We did that. The temperature's back up into the 40s now, so I think I'll try getting in these last few boards and then be ready to start drilling some holes for HVAC lines. Hello, I am back with you today. It is now midsummer, just hotter than a pistol out. Yesterday it got to near 90 here at my place. I had to go up to Fayetteville to pick up some supplies yesterday, and it was 104 there. Humidity is really high, so it's pretty miserable working outside. Siding is still not very high on my priority of things to do. I need to get it done before winter comes around, but like I say, not real high on my priority list. However, I've got a lift rented. I've had a lift rented for about a week to trim my fruit trees, clear some overhead branches that were dead and fear of falling, some very large ones over 2 feet in diameter. So I got that taken care of. Today's my last day of the rental, and I wanted to take advantage of having the lift here and do a little bit of siding, some of the stuff that I can't reach from my scaffold in between. After I'm done with this today, I think that there's some that I can reach from that pump jack up in the center. That on the left side, I'm going to have to go ahead and rent some scaffold in order to be able to finish this side, and pretty much the same thing on the back. I've still got a few trees to trim on the back side, a couple overhead branches again that are dead, smaller in diameter, and I've moved the propane tank. So we'll get to that in a little while, but you can watch me put in a board or two. The one thing that I am doing up on top is from the E level down, I'm going to overlap the siding boards over the top of the ones below, because that's the way historically it was done. And I did it, if you've watched some of the very early episodes that I did where I was actually working on siding, I think on my first shed, I did it there, and you can go back and watch that episode. I really don't remember where it is. It's in the first 10, I'm sure. That's all I got to say for right now. Watch me when I get up on the lift. It may be a little hard to see from this angle, but that is what I was able to reach with the lift where it was set up, and unfortunately I can't get it any closer. The next thing that I'll be doing now, I guess once I get back to the siding, is to work from that gangplank that I've got set up there now. Turn that way just a bit. And reach what I can from there, which may be as high as that vent up above. And then I'm going to have to take that down and set up scaffold in order to get up at the very peak. That's it for now. I'm back to siding again. I've not really looked forward to doing this up here, and I thought I would have to set up scaffold, but it ends up that I can actually reach just about everything. Kind of dangerous, but I've got a short ladder where if I climb up another 2 feet, I can reach everything all the way to the peak. So that's what I'm working on today. It is getting into mid-July 2024. I've been working on this siding probably on and off for a year now. It hasn't been a high priority. It really still isn't a high priority, other than I would really like to take this contraption down to where I've got a little bit better access to the barn parking area down below. With this here, I can't get my truck in there. With it gone, I can. So if there'd be a hailstorm or something like that, I'd really prefer to have the truck inside. I haven't recorded anything that I've done here up on top, because it takes me forever to do anything. If you can imagine climbing a ladder 20 feet or so, coming up, getting a measurement, going back down, cutting everything, pulling it back up, maybe having to recut it because of being around things like this or blocking or whatever. It takes me a long time. This here took me probably all day just working on this section here yesterday. So I figure I've got maybe 2 or 3 more days left to be able to finish up this side of the building, which I'm really looking forward to. I think it'll look pretty sharp when it's done, and this scaffold is down to the pump jacks and such. This episode has taken way too long to be able to complete. I'm probably repeating things that I said earlier because I just don't remember what I said earlier. I think I'll end the episode here. When I get to working on the other side, maybe I'll do some recording. But I thank you for joining me. I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.